What's up, YouTube? Yeah, it's Lamizes. Remember those days when we all used to come together, or at least two of us, right? Remember those days back in the days when we'd get our closest friend and we would go and buy a new game, and we're looking at the game, we're deciding which one to get, and the whole purpose for buying this game is because, you know, most of us or some of us didn't have Xbox Live, or we did, and we just wanted to enjoy the game for what it was. So we would look for the best couch co-op game that we could get, and we would buy it. Nowadays, when video game is all about Call of Duty, Battlefield, Gears of War, and Fortnite, and some of these newer games, you know, we all tend to forget about campaigns and how great they were and how great they can be. Some of us, we buy games like Fallout, or when Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out, and we play the GTA storyline. Right? Those games are fun. They're fun while it lasts anyways, and they're pretty long, and they're very entertaining, and they are definitely well done. But what about the days when we picked up Gears of War 1 or Gears of War 2, and we just played the co-op non-stop, and we played it all the time, and we wanted to see how quick we could get it done on the hardest difficulty? Or what about the days where, you know, we would find a game like Borderlands 1 and 2, and we would enjoy story mode for what it was? And we never really cared about online. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 was out, but, you know, we was getting sick of it. We wanted to play something else, something new, something refreshing. But most of all, we wanted to play with someone that we knew, one of our closest friends, right? Or a relative, or anything like that. It was all about the story mode. Those days are pretty much long behind us. But with this game, A Way Out, can it bring back, can it start a revolution? Can it rise the couch co-op games from the dead? Will this be the start of another new era? I think if we can get games like GTA and Red Dead Redemption and of course Fallout, if we can get those three games, the big title games right there, to get a co-op experience along with their campaign, I think that will ultimately rejuvenate what was once so great before. At the present moment, we have A Way Out, and let's speak upon that. For $30, is it worth it? Well, to me, yes and no. I think it's very much worth it because it's a great game. Honestly, I had a lot of enjoyable experiences with it. And just so you know, I will be releasing the whole game on the YouTube channel. It'll probably be about anywhere between 3 to 10 videos. Depends on how long I want to make them. But let's talk about the topic at hand. Is it worth it? For $30, I think it's not a bad price. Honestly, it's worth around the $20 to $30 range. You're only going to buy this game if you have a friend to enjoy it with. Of course, it's the only reason why you're going to buy it. You can't play this game with, you know, by yourself. It's not playable like that. You can't play this game. You don't want to play this game with a random. You want to play this with a close friend, someone that you hang out with on a, you know, that someone that you would come and throw the football with, or someone that you would come and go watch a movie with, or that you'll, you know, invite to your house or go over to their house. You want to play with one of those friends, not someone that you know online or someone. You know, you can play with them, that's cool. If you play with them all the time, you don't want to really play this with a stranger. You want to play this with a close friend because that's what this is meant to do. On top of it being $30, right? If you and a friend go half on it, it's only $15. That's not a bad deal at all. But what's the biggest problem with this game? It's how long it lasts. It's only about 6 hours. It doesn't have a very high difficulty setting, which is good for the most part. I think if it was a slight bit harder, it'd be a little bit more enjoyable. But I know what they was going for. They was going for that carefree, relaxing type style, like as if you're watching a movie, you know. I think the best way to play this would be in one single sitting. Beyond that, though, I think the best way to describe this game is the story is pretty good. It's a little bit stale, a tiny bit slow, but I know the slow parts are very entertaining because it's enjoyable to see how these characters are in their environment, and it's enjoyable to see how these characters develop and stuff like that. It's legitimately like a movie almost, and you enjoy it with one of your closer friends. The biggest problem, like I said, is it doesn't last long enough. For $30, okay, you get a half game, I guess. It's like a Call of Duty campaign almost, and actually those even last a little bit longer. There's not too many problems with this game. I would have liked it to have been like a Fallout size campaign where you're just playing for weeks on end, basically, or you're staying up all day and night and you're enjoying the game. That's what we all want, essentially, but we don't always get that. And I think this is a great start. I hope they do make another type of game like this. Maybe not like A Way Out might be a different type of game. But I think another crucial flaw with this, tagging on to not being long enough, is that it could have captured more. Like, they could have done a lot with this game. They could have made simply if they made it longer, sure, I would have paid $60 for this game, no doubt about it. If this game was 5 times as long, we got to stay in the prison. You know, it's 1970. There's a lot that went on in the 1970s prison scene that they could have captured on. They could have done a lot with this game, but you know, maybe their budget wasn't big enough. Maybe they had to make it short, you know, and get it out there. And hopefully they make enough money off this so they can make a part 2 or make another type of game that's like this. But anyways, that's about it today. And we come to the conclusion, so I hope you enjoy the upcoming plan that I have for the channel with The Way Out, because I'm going to be doing about 10 videos on it, and they're going to be back to back to back to back, of course. And I hope you enjoy the commentary, and I hope you enjoy what comes along with that. This is a great game. If you want to see reviews, this is one of them. If you want to watch gameplay before you buy it, you know, I would recommend that too, but you don't want to spoil it for yourself. And of course, I'm releasing everything about it. And there's multiple reasons to get this game, and I think the bad reasons to not get the games aren't really that bad. I think you really should get to experience this if you have a close friend to do it with. You can go half on it if you wanted to, even if you don't share things on your Xbox together. That doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. The greatest thing about this is anybody, if you buy the game, you can play with any friend that you know if they have an Xbox with you or a PlayStation or whatever. I would highly recommend getting it for its price because it's not that bad of a deal. But I'm just telling you, you know, my personal opinions. It only takes about 6 hours to complete. That's just what it is, I guess. But anyways, my name's Lamizes Yayos, and I'll see you later.